Hello, welcome back. We're doing it again. Last time went pretty well, so we're do a second stream and see if our luck keeps up. I'm going to be doing more drawing, same as last time. I'm going to draw a different thing this time. I've got a comic I'm working on. Hello, spellcrafter, girls around. And yes, you've not seen this model. I made this new model. I made it last week. I think it's very nice. It was my first time rigging, and I think I did a good job. But let's head straight into the art scene, where I've got my little comic here I've been making. This is mostly what I've been up to. What I've been doing, amongst other things. I remember. I think I was speaking about this before I quit in like my last stream. So nothing has changed there. But I wonder maybe I should open up a thing that shows off the whole thing. Let's have a gander. What folder would it be in? You've shown me this, yeah, have I? I see. Well, I'll show any VOD watchers then. Is this the blurry one? No, it's not. Okay. What have we got? It's a test run. It's a test run of the whole thing. So I can learn how to draw. Hello, Crespian. Welcome. Yeah, so it starts off randomly in the middle of the story, and details the story of a chase pickpocket. I'll try and stay on camera. There we go. That'll be better. I've only got one monitor, so I can only I can't see very much. Don't worry about the text. You don't have to be able to read it. But it exists so I can learn how to draw comics. I can draw people, all right, but I gotta learn how to draw comics. Hello there, bottom text. Yes, bottom text. But it's a lot of slapstick. That's pretty much it. And there's a couple pages missing here. I haven't updated this collage, but we're now here. They jumped down a building or something, and now I'm up to this page where I've got to draw him going down a zip line, which is a clothesline. And I took a detour from the. Did you draw your How character? You mean new character? You mean this model? I did. I drew and rigged it myself. It's different from before. It is a little bit different. The only actual detail that's changed really is the cloak. I've changed the cloak. It's now a red cloak, and it's got a different brooch design. Mm-hmm. But everything else is the same. But in the time it took me to draw and rig this model, I haven't worked on this comic, so I've gone and forgotten what I'm doing. That's my sketch layer. It's my other sketch layer. Did I draw the background? I did not draw the background. Empty layer, lots of empty layers. Is that where my lines are? No. There's my lines. There's my other lines. And my panel boxes. Okie dokie then. Let's have a go at drawing. Is this my pen? This is my pen. Now where does my model come up to so I know where I can't see? Right here. Okay, I see. I'll try to remember that. But this character, who looks similar to me, because I have no creativity, but he has red hair. You see, he has red hair, slightly different. But I hope it's been really hot here in the UK. But so we're just dying. We're just dying constantly. Hello, Spike. I saw you like 5 minutes ago in another stream. I think maybe it's someone else. I think I saw you like 5 minutes ago. All right, this should be easy with drawing legs. I haven't drawn in a bit. Maybe, yeah. I remember now. I was drawing this and I was having trouble with these legs for some reason. And then so I've been procrastinating on it by making a VTuber model. Ah, there's a butt here, but I don't want to draw this butt. I'll have to figure out what I want to do with that. That's the trouble. The trouble with characters that don't wear trousers. So. I like the sketch. I like the sketch of this foot. It's a very good looking foot. Can I replicate it in the with the lines? See, I don't want to draw this line because that would look bad. A feet drawing stream. He actually lives. Hello, Zeph. Ah, did you have another name, Zeph? Did you have a different channel? I know a guy called Zeph, but I don't. Did he always have Hafun? It's a Roman. Ah, there is a difference. It's like a sculpture thing, right? Oh, I see. I see. It's okay. I don't currently follow anyone at the moment. I unfollowed everyone, so I need to figure out what I wanna do there. Oh, food doesn't look good. Ah, it is the Zeph. I see. I see. One, two, three. I've drawn 6 toes here, I think. Can't be having that. Maybe that works. I blame Gert's always his cloaky ass fault. I'm so confused. I need an adult. And this here, I forget what this is called. Is this what's this bone called? It's like what's the arm equivalent? Is this like the ulnar or the radius, but of the leg? Either way, it's tough to draw. Oh, that works. That works. I got it. But what if you get magic resistance, but you use magic yourself? You're only debuffing yourself. Which conveniently is the story of this character actually, the red hair one. So as you saw, he's had this necklace here nicked from him. It's but what this necklace does is this blocks fire, and which is very handy for him because he uses a fire sword, so he doesn't burn himself. But because he's constantly got this thing that blocks fire away from him, it always sort of nerfs him a little, and he'd be more powerful if he didn't have it. At least it's my deep lore, the deep lore. I feel like there should be more angle here. And now a lot of artists are really good at drawing the toenails on the toes, but I can never get it right. Let's have a go. Because it's quite a close up, I feel like they should be visible. That's not too bad, but can I draw the rest? No, I can't. No, I can't. That looks terrible. What about just the tip? No, no. See, I just can't do it. I just can't do it. If when I draw a line on them, they stand out too much. Can't do it. Can't do it. How did this guy's shoes go? I don't think this sketch might be right. Let's see. Let's put that there, and then like that. I think the sandals should come out a little bit here. They're not that thick. So your kin, there's a conversation happening here. I see. But yeah, yes, some new faces here who weren't here yesterday. It's been a long time since I streamed, so I'm giving it a go again. We'll see how it goes. I do hope I'll not run into problems. You know, I sometimes wonder that it's sort of like you you get back together with your ex because you remembered all the good times, and then immediately you remember why you left, and then you're like, oh crap. But that hasn't happened so far, and we'll see, we'll see. Do I want a lion there? Yeah, I do. That looks better. I gotta remember, I can't look up. That's where the rigging's not so good. It's a bit wonky. I look good down. I can look down good. How would the SPQR do during the World Cup? What sports did the Romans play? They did a lot of like Olympic stuff. They did horse racing and gladiatorial stuff. I don't think they'd be very good. I don't think they'd be very good at it. I think they're too posh. I think they're too posh. I think they would be asking where the horses are. They say, well, running around. Oh no, look at this. The strap is going to block the underside of the foot. That's so unfortunate. Also, is this part supposed to be thinner? See, I haven't drawn this character in a while. I don't have a reference there. I think this part's supposed to be a bit thinner. We'll live with it. Maybe like that. And then I know there's one that comes down here. Boy feet drawing stream. Indeed. That's what we're doing. Got to cover over the bottom of that foot. That's unfortunate. That was a good looking bottom of the foot, but it's gone. It's all over. There we go. But I haven't fully figured out what I want to do when I stream. I'm sort of leaning towards doing basically the same thing I did last time. Just what did I stream? I stream art. I stream reading. I stream factory games. I stream sewing. I can do all kinds of things. We'll see. We'll see. I think the key is not taking it too seriously. The texture of the clip. Thank you. It's a bit of a cheat here. Let me show you. I can show you exactly how this works. Why is that not showing up? Just like that. That's it. That's the whole thing. I'm a bit sad you don't know about Harpastum. Oh, is that a sport they did? I do not know about it. Is it like a football type sport? See, I've spent the past few weeks drawing only my character, so I was about to add the second part of the sandal there, but this character does not have that. It does not have that. I've got what's it called? I've got a book that I want to start going through again, which covers a lot of that kind of minutiae of I think the Romans, like a lot of stuff about their sports, their religion, like their civil life, amongst other things. It's sort of like it's been like a sort of a dictionary of Roman stuff, but it has a lot more of the stuff that you're not going to read about in big history books. And I want to. That kind of stuff's very fun. Right, which one's overlapping here? I think, but no, we'll do this one overlap. That overlaps that, and then this one overlaps. There's no order to the overlapping. Oh, I'm terrible with Roman numerals. What is that? Was L50? Oh, it's 6-7. I see. I figured it. There you go. What would that be? I think 60 is Sexaginta. Or is it? My Latin numbers are terrible. I think it's Ginta. That's either 60 or 600. And then what would be 66? I know the last part would be sex. And then what would six No, seven. Sorry, I'm losing it. Seven. We need seven. That's sept. Would it be sexaginta septum? Maybe. I'm so rusty on numbers. You don't. Who says the names of Roman numerals in the Roman numeral? What do we got there? Let's try and guess. We get you get un, duo. No, is it uno? Oh no, I'm mixing it up with like French now. Maybe it's un, duo, tre. Oh, is it tres or tre? Quator, quinque, sex, septem, septem. That's it, septem, not septum. Septem, octum, and then noem or novem, decem. What's 11? Undecem, duodecem, tridecem, seidecem. Is it septdecem? And then I don't think there might be. I don't think there's octdecem or yeah. There's what it, it's like you don't say 18. You say 2 away from 20. What is it? It's not duo de viginti? Undecem? I know 19 is undecem. No. Dang it, no. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm so rusty on this. I've forgotten it all. It's so over. There's another thing. I'll have to do Latin streams again and remember how to speak Latin. Demoted to LARPer. It's so over. I'm a LARPer. Okay, I haven't actually been doing very much reading this entire year, or ever since I sort of quit. I've reached the start of Aristotle's metaphysics, and I haven't touched it. I haven't touched it. Because it's intimidating. It seems like it's going to be similar to Plato's Republic, not in content, but in intensity. And I'm gonna have to. It's not something I can read casually. I've got to sit down, dedicate like a whole month to it, and really read it properly. I want this one on top like that. Yes. And and I didn't expect to do a stream about it, but now I've come back, maybe I will stream reading Aristotle's metaphysics. That might be fun. Although I don't think I'll do the same thing I did when I did Plato's Republic, where that was all I streamed with no difference. I think I'll be a bit more reasonable, I suppose, and sort of do it once. Do it, a bit more. I don't know the word. Break it up a little. Maybe like one stream a week or something. Okay, I should stop fiddling. That's a pretty good looking foot. I should stop fiddling with that one. Let's work on this one. Can I add a toenail? Don't think I can. See, you just can't add toenails I can't add toenails that look good. They always look weird. What about this one? If I had that one there, then it looks weird on its own. What if I had all of them? No. This one has no toenails. That's the rules. Is that an onigiri emote? Who is that? Kate. I've never heard of Kate. But with this comic here, so I've got this whole thief pickpocket chase, and this is sort of a test run. It's a test run. I do want to do like a proper story, and it will just go on forever. And I hope that that's essentially what I'll dedicate most of my time to. And I guess if I've come back to streaming now, I can make a number of streams about that. That can be a bit of fun. There was an interesting thing that happened last stream yesterday, where there was someone was having trouble speaking. They couldn't their messages weren't coming through, and they DM'd me and they showed me a screenshot of the messages, that they had posted, and I couldn't see them, and no one could see them. That's crazy. How do you even mess that up, Twitch? I think they fixed it in the end, but who knows? Yeah, maybe it was shadow ban. It's an odd way of shadow banning someone. It's too aggressive. Generally the idea of shadow banning is they don't really know. They just sort of but that's just too aggressive. There we go. Normally it wouldn't take me nearly this long to draw a couple feet, but I'm very rusty, so it's the difficulty here is not in the shapes, but in the getting the lines to look clean. I've never been good at line up. That's always been my weak point. I do painting. I'm like a painter. Line art's very much a new thing for me. And even when I'm doing line art, I sort of treat it a little like painting, where I'm cutting into lines and reshaping them, which isn't really good because it makes for kind of bad looking lines. You want your lines to be smooth, clean, one stroke. Okay, let's get these consistent. So this one had the this one going over the top, so I've got to fix that. Oops. And that's the only overlap. But while I've been making this comic, I spent some time going on the Twitch art category and looking for other streamers making comics, and there's no one. There's no one. Like, it is very rare, exceedingly rare. No one does it. I'd say most people in the art category are doing aside from just regular art on their own. There's people who are doing like the weird body painting. There's a lot of or I could like therapy style art where they're sort of color by numbers or cross hatching, or it's very it just takes a long time and you just sort of chat while you're doing it. Very therapeutic. That doesn't interest me at all. And then the other kind is people doing live 2D based stuff like rigging and drawing VTubers. And then there's a sort of a lot of I'm not sure we would call it like common commission type stuff where people are doing like emotes and chibis and adopts and stuff like that, where it's kind of standard. You don't see comics, just don't see them. No one does them. All right, I think those are done. They look pretty good. Have I got the right number of toes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. I still feel like this needs a toenail. I just can't draw it. I just can't draw it. I'll leave it as that. See how it goes. Let's continue on. All right. Let's see. What do we want to do with this tunic? Oh, I haven't even finished this drawing. Look at this. It's all wonky. What the hell? Look how sloppy this is. Let's clean this up a little. That way we can procrastinate on figuring out what to do in the bottom drawing. See, you can see this is like, look at this now. I drew this a long time ago. Face is pretty clean. That's what really matters. Close that line. Clean that. Clean that. Fix that line. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, no more room for procrastination. What are we doing? So the leg comes down here, the other leg comes here. Tunic would be here. Ah, hello, Digby. Digby, you've seen some of my comic, haven't you? Also, hello. Yes, this is I don't think you was here yesterday, or maybe you was for a little bit. But hello. I've made a new model. It moves. This is my second stream back. I'm having fun. It's going all right. Let's see. Let's draw the whole thing. Body's there. Skirt would be coming down there, and then go over and like that. Behind the scenes access, yes, indeed. This doesn't suggest movement. It'd have to be whoosh, whoosh, and then we just wouldn't see that at all. Tricky, tricky, tricky. I think I have to have that like that, and then just that. I think that's as good as it's gonna get. In fact, maybe that line was the skirt the whole time. This sketch is ages ago. I haven't worked on this in a while. I'm gonna flip so I can get the right curve on my mouse. Oh, I think that's it. Okay. Can cut away that line. What to do about these lines? Do I do hashed lines on this? Yes, I think I do. I need to. I think I'm always on the fence about whether I've got these lines here where they're sort of dashed, sort of a softer look. I'm unsure if that's what I want to do. Do I want to do that in the line art, or do I want to do that in the color? What's the way to go? Just not sure. Let's have a go at this hand. Hand's always tough. Well, I've got a good sketch here for it, so I should be all right. Where's the hand going? Is it going up or down? I think it's going that way. But I think I said the other day that it took me not very long at all to make this rig, and it's pretty basic, and there's a few awkward angles which I'm not going to show, hopefully, if I'm intentional. But it only took me like a week, which and even then I was spending most of the time very slowly watching tutorials, and I even took a day or two off. It didn't take that long, and I feel like even if this was quite a more complex rig, and I knew what to do, it wouldn't take me that long. What are you guys doing? My next plan now for learning rigging and stuff is to just sort of watch Twitch streams of people doing rigging, and get a feel for it. Sort of see how they do more complex techniques. Oh, hang on, we've got a weird hand here. What am I doing with that one? Like that, or like yeah, I think coming out a bit more is the way to go. Yeah, that looks good. But yeah, like it really didn't take me long at all. I was expecting it to take me several months of rigging, but it took me 7 days, and not even that, 6 days, maybe 5 days. Really, really not sure. Nice. Can I do that? Will that make it look better? I think maybe. Bring that in a little bit more. No, that was bad. Okay, I think I'll leave that as is. Do I want to add fingernails? No, I'll leave them plain. There's another hand. Oh, I've got to go get my reference for the sword here. I've recently made the sword in this properly detailed. It used to be just a rectangle, but now I've got like a proper design for the sword. Where is it? Where is it? Ref sheets. Let's get my sword ref. There it is. Sword. My camera's blocking half of it. I have to bring it closer. Alright, bring it under. Don't need this. Cut that off. Bring it closer. Okay. Good, we've got one with mostly the angle facing it, so I can know how to draw it. We've got the part here. It's coming here like that. Like that. Yes. Then it's got a thing here. And then a thing here. I'll eventually learn how to draw this really quickly, I'm sure. Like that. Like that. It looks a bit uneven. I think it should be twisted up a little bit more. Like that. Yeah, that looks good. Let's draw it properly now. Oh, I've messed up the geometry. Close enough. We can delete that now. Emphasize the sword coming out of it, the blade part. Oops, wrong layer. There we go. Now let's see if we can draw this sword. I want it to be curving. Okay, I'll get that part like that, and then good enough. Do I want the middle part? Still a bit wonky from here to here. Probably force in some shading on this. I might make it a little bit more dynamic. Just there like that. Now let's figure out what to do with this hand. Should be an easy one. Not much is showing. Hmm. Will that work? Maybe. Oh, I delete my ref for the back of the sword. I think I can do this one from memory though. Yeah, it's probably fine. Nice. So I forgot this whole leg. Hasn't got any sandals on the leg. Has he gone into the lore of the comic yet? Have I? No, not really. And I'm on the fence about whether I should because I feel it's a trap. A lot of people who have like who are in the same position as me where they've got like 2 pages of a comic done and they spend more time talking about the comic rather than making the comic. I don't want to be like that. Yeah, especially since, such a thing is such a big undertaking that there's a chance I may just not succeed in doing it at all. Or maybe I'll get like 1 or 2 chapters in, and then you'll just never see it again. That's extremely common. Then it would be kind of cringe if I told you about it. It'd be better if I played it cool and said that I have no plan. And then when I quit it in 2 chapters time, it's all according to plan. But I do try and think of a way to describe the comic in a in like an elevator pitch way. And I think I describe it as guy gets a fire sword, chases after a guy who destroyed his village, which is very very generic, but that's that's what it is. I've ruined this butt. He had a nice line, and I've ruined it. There we go. Okay, I think that page is what the panel is done. Maybe add a line here. Yeah, probably add a line here and all like that. Crom, where is the wizard who killed my father? Oh, I don't get the reference. Okay, let's try another one. This is a cool looking panel. I like the pose on this. Conan, oh, is it? I see. There's a musical for Conan the Barbarian. That is that is niche. That is niche. I'm a big fan of Dracula the musical. The I forget the guy's name. I think the London one. I'm trying to draw curves the wrong way. Is there one foot here or two? Where's the other foot? The one there. Is that the foot or is that the hand? I think that's the foot. Can't remember my own sketch. One, two, three, four. Need a fifth toe there. This looks bad. This looks bad. Back to drawing feet. Half the characters in this show don't wear closed shoes. It's the comic artist's barely disguised fetish. Nice. Oh, I don't think I've drawn this particular strap from this angle before. Where does it come from? I think it comes from the back. I think it goes like that. I've never drawn it from that particular angle before. I have no plan for that. Should there be... That means there should be another one, shouldn't there? Yeah, there should probably be another one that comes down on that side like that. I'll have to check with my reference sheet to see if I've included that. Yes, there's enough toes. Could I add a dotted line there? No, a dotted line. Or maybe I could. Like that. No, I better leave it clear. Gotta be very, very careful with dotted lines like that. If you have too many, it looks amateurish. Hello, Slushy. Welcome, welcome. I'm drawing comic today. I'm a little bit quiet, I think, than last time. More high effort. But I don't mind. I hope you're doing well. You've got your own debut soon in a week or so. Less than a week, I think. I don't know what day it is. Monday. So what would that be? Like Friday or something? What's happening in the panel? We got a zipline. I'll show you. So he hits him with the sword, but then he misses. Oh, I've drawn a line. Hang on. He hits him with the sword, and then he falls off the ledge, and he sort of grabs a hold of the necklace, and he gets on the the clothesline, the zip line thing, and then he goes to chase after him. And this is a bit of an awkward panel because I realised he was holding the sword in the wrong hand, so he's switching hand, and then he stands on the sword and he goes down the zip line himself. I haven't drawn it yet. It's going to go like there. That's where the zip line's going to go, and we're going in this direction. So fun, fun, fun. And it's actually getting really near the end. This is page 24. We're actually getting really near the end of this chase scene. I think this is the last, I don't know what you call it, the main part of it. And then after this, it goes into the last part where it wraps up. So there's going to be sort of like an increase in intensity where he's almost got him. At least that's, I hope it'll be intense. It's going to be difficult because I'm going to have to draw some characters interlocking. That's always tough. All right, let's see. How do I want to do this? Maybe the other way. And then no, that doesn't look good. It's too bold. It's too bold. What if I cut the middle off? Oh, that's a bit better. That works. Now I've got to remember what's going on here. I think there's the belt here. I think that's a wrinkle of the fabric. I think the fabric comes up there. Maybe there's other stuff going there. We'll leave that as is. Drawing fabric is very hard. You'll never get good at that. That's just always hard. Let's get the other foot. Does that look good, or is that going to look weird? I think the other foot should be visible, just barely. It's okay, I guess. Bit of a difficult angle. Nice. It's a very it's like a very Sonic the Hedgehog pose. I feel that's the feeling I get from it. It's got that feel to it. This hand's going to be very tough to draw, I think, because it's coming towards us, so the fingers have to get bigger as they get closer. But it's really hard to do that without them looking like alien fingers. You know, they're like. think this one in particular is almost turning. What's this one doing? I think this one's facing down. And then this comes out like that. That goes like that. Then there's the thumb, which is also coming towards us a bit. There's a few holes in the lines. Let's fill those in. Wait a minute, one. Oh, boy, I had only 4 fingers for a second there. Mm. No, I don't like the lines in there. I like that line. Or even had a hint of that. This finger needs to be thinner. I think I'll cut out these lines. I'll put these in the when I'm doing the shading. That's when I'll do those. Same thing for these. I think it is. I've got to make these closer together. Like that. No, it looks worse, darn it. So difficult, so challenging. It's okay. It's a good enough hand, I think. I'll make it better when I colour it. Hold on, I'm getting a DM. I'm worried it's going to be someone worried about. Oh no, it's not. Oh, backstoring. How have I? How do I want this bit to go? Up like that, bit like that. It's always tough. Oh, am I going to avoid a tangent here? You know, you don't want the lines to go like that, where it directly meets there. It never looks good. You know, either above or below. But it's dangerously close at the moment. What am I doing with these fabric folds? No, that looks terrible. That also looks terrible. Ay, ay, ay. good enough. I'll make it better when I colour it. How does this shirt go? I remember now. Whoosh, whoosh. Would we see the edge of the thing here? I don't think we would. I think it'd be totally black. It's not bad. That's not bad at all. Let's try and draw the face. And the hair. I often see this part of the hair, so I don't have a design for it. This is just the neck. What am I doing here? Oh, hang on. Hair goes much longer than that. Dun, dun. I think the hair is totally off screen. Oops, and I think that line there is not the hair, is it? I can't remember. I think that's the. Oh wait, no, that's not the hair at all. That line there is not the hair at all. That is the sword from the previous panel. Okay. We don't need to draw lines for this. This is going to be on its own thing, not part of the lineup. Okay. Let's clean the front part up. That's pretty good. Do I want to? I don't know if I want to have a mouth. Yeah. Oh wait. No, no mouth, no mouth. I think that might be done. Oh, I still got to draw the other character. Forgot entirely about him. This should be easy. He's really far away, so it's just like a little doodle. Which hand is holding the thing? His left hand. Actually, no, I do want that going through. Um, this head looks dreadful. That's better. There's I'm never so drawing things that are far away, like characters that are far away. I'm never sure really how to go about it. On one hand, they're really far away, so you can't see them, so you think you can be sloppy with them. But you really can't. You really can't. There's two ways I've seen people go about it. One, they draw it perfectly realistically, but just smaller, and then there's others where they make it like a chibi. And I'm really not sure what the what way I want to go with. You know, I'm trying to go for the sort of the realistic look here with this one, but yeah, since I'm drawing it so small, it's sort of impossible to avoid making it somewhat chibi. It just sort of happens. I think it's something that I'll just sort of figure out for experience. Could I see his other leg from here? I think I could. What does the sketch say? Sketch only drew one leg. Okay. What if I put it like that or like that? I think like that is hmm. Or like that? No. What about like that? Ah, I like that. Although I haven't drawn the buildings, and so I don't actually know what the perspective is going to be. Is that everything is character design? I think it is. Um, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Hang on, no. I was just about to say, oh, nah, the lines are done. But no, no, no. I've got to draw the sword again. I think it's going to get cut off at the end here, so I probably don't need to draw it too well. Let's see. Should remember how to draw this now. I was drawing only a few seconds ago. Nice. And a hint of the hand, maybe. Yeah, yeah. Now the lines are done. Can I delete that sketch for now? But now I've got to design the background. This part's going to be tough. I've got some sketch of it though, but I've got my plan for how I want it to look. I'm just going to stand up for a minute. One moment. Last time I sat down for too long and it was painful. It wasn't comfortable. I think it's still tracking me from. Yeah, I'm on the other side of the room. It's still tracking me. That's fine. I'm telling you, you gotta grab a pillow. Oh, let's have a go. Pillow, pillow. I mean, it's kind of a cushiony seat anyway. I've got a pillow. Use pillows as car booster seats. That's a good idea. It's colder all of a sudden. I don't dare. I better go. I better go put my thing on because it's cold. Okay. Alright, but let's refresh our knowledge of this plan here. So they're going here. This is where they're going. And I've got I drew it pretty detailed in the previous panel. Just have a look at it for a while. Remember how it looks. So we get sort of concrete path. This building's sort of a reddish colour. The rest are white. Tiles. It's got the side parts. Fairly flat. Couple overhangs. Alright, let's give it a go. Oh, I can name this lines, so I don't name this layer lines, so I don't accidentally delete it. There's kind of sort of a shape there. Gotta remember that. And the building is right there, so this part comes out, I think. Yes. This one comes up. That. It's I don't even know if that's 3 stories or 4 stories, but I suppose I can cheat it a little. There we go. And then the balcony will be here. Where they're going to. Rooftop here. Drawing the zipline a little. Is it clear that the maybe it doesn't? It's a little bit inconsistent that the zipline is now really going downwards rather than sideways, but whatever. It doesn't. It's not a big deal. Or is it? Do I need to change the perspective? What would it look like if I did? What if the buildings were here? He has returned. Oh, hello, Lloyd. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Yes, I have returned. I have returned. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. This is less dynamic than this. I'm drawing a couple more buildings for this one. See if we can get a feel for it. And in the other one, I'll draw in more buildings also. You know, I think I'll go over the first one. I think the first one's better. It's so much more dynamic, even though it's inconsistent. It's just better. It's just better. But okay. Let's get the buildings right. Constantly referencing over here. And most of the drawing of this will be done in the background layer. Okay, and then there's a slight overhang. And then the building continues down. And then there's a thing that comes out, balcony. Oh, we're not going to make it to the floor. I think we can cheat a little. It's such a dynamic scene. When a scene is this fast, you only look at it for like a second and then you go to the next page. So no one will even look at this background. That's the that you know, it sounds sad, but that's a good thing. But it's good to be consistent. There's a door there, no door on the other side. Oh, hang on, this part actually only comes out a little bit. And then... Oh, you can't see on the ref is blocked. It comes out a little bit. And then it goes to there. Like that. This balcony here. I've drawn this so sketchy, it's not going to help me at all. And then that connects to another balcony over there. Probably make this slightly curvilinear. Oh, there's no balcony on the other side. It's just a house there. Windows. Oh, that was a door. There was a door there. Probably a door here also. It's actually really, really totally wonky looking. I don't know how I've messed that up, but it's okay. Here we've got another building that goes up. This one's a straight up building. It almost, and then it comes somewhere else, stretched out a little bit. That's going to tangent with the thing probably. That's annoying. I'm gonna cheat it and make it bigger. We'll change it on the fly. No one will notice, but it'll look better. And that's what really matters. And there are steps somewhere here. Guess they'll be invisible. Is that a balcony here? With a door? And I think that's also a balcony. And there's just a divider. And that goes into their house. Door. Is that a window there? Window there? There was no window there. That was a mistake. I think there's all the details we need. And then we don't need any details beyond that. Okay. Delete that. We've got our background sketch. I need to add in the zip line for this. Okay. Now we can add some colors. And I can just copy and paste the colors over from the previous page, thankfully. But let's see, I've got my grey here to better see the colors. Oh, actually, we don't know that just yet, because we're using red, which is a dark color. I have to put the grey over the background whenever I'm doing a lighter color, otherwise then I can't see it. And we're going to color this in like a coloring book. And we're not gonna use the paint bucket tool because it never works properly. See, it covers in the face. I'd have to fill in all the shapes, and that's a whole thing. So, but this is an easy job. You know, after the difficulty of doing the lines, it's nice to have an easy job. And I can do this without thinking, so. But yeah, I still haven't really spoken about why I quit in the first place. And maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't. Because it's I don't know, it's negativity. You know, I did quit. Yeah, I better not say. It's nothing really bad. It's all me, but there's no drama or anything. But it did take a long time to get over, and have an attempt at coming back, and I hope it'll go well. I hope it'll go well. I'm still anxious that I'm gonna remember why I quit, and it'll be a reason I've forgotten, and then I have to quit again. I hope that doesn't happen. As for streaming times, I don't know. I'm gonna have to stream just a few times to remember how it feels and all that, to know just how often I want to stream and all that sort of stuff. I'm definitely gonna do reading streams. I've currently lost my other camera. It's in a drawer somewhere, but I have currently lost it, so I've got to remember where that is. And then do reading streams again. Those are fun. Why is there a line here? Uh-oh. No? Oh, it's that background layer. I'll turn that off. Oh, that scared me for a moment there. But I think I am thinking of definitely trying to be a bit more consistent. You know, no one can follow you if you stream at random odd hours. You know, there's a few VTubers I know who you just can't catch them. They not only do they stream at random hours, but they don't stream for very long when they do. So it's you've got to stream for as long as possible and at regular times. That's the game. Yeah, elusive streamers. That's a good way of wording it. Oh no, you're not nearly as one of the ones I'm thinking of. The ones I'm thinking of, they're really hard to find. One now, I think she's quit now, but one of them was Emo Pookie. She would do like 1 hour long streams, completely unpredictable hours, no schedule. By the time you tuned in, she was already finished. Although she seems to have quit. I assume she just got bored. I don't have to careful around the lines here because I'm going to draw the skin on top, so it's perfect. I'm just sort of being weird. Now, the question is, do I want to fill in the hair there, or is that where the hair ends? Kind of like it. It looks interesting. Can always change it later. Right, that's the red done. Now I do need the color because I need to get this skin color. Mm. One possible thought of what to do with streaming is because this comic, I do want to make this comic. It will take a lot of time. I could just sort of do I don't want to call them co-working streams. I don't like that phrasing, but like, you know, the kind of streams where it's not really a performance. It's just sort of I'm just hitting go live and working on my comic. A lot of Well, I don't know if they still do. I don't watch too many art streamers, but a lot of that was sort of how art streamers were for a long time. In fact, they often didn't even have mics or cameras of any kind. They were just they were just there, and they'd stream for like 10 hours a day, not even talking. I mean, I wouldn't not talk, but you know what I mean. Like it wasn't a performance. It was just sort of going live. But I have to do a few streams, see how I feel, what I want to do. You know, maybe I'm coping because I was never very good at yapping. I'll see. I'm also still I think I will try streaming Factorio or some factory game. But those again they're tough in terms of talking because they demand your focus. So you sort of unless you're really good at the game, you tend not to be able to talk very much, or you talk but then you don't get anything done in the game. But I remember one of the actually yeah, one of the problems I had, a very minor problem, was that of the people I spoke to, nobody liked Factorio. You know, some people told me it was like some nerdy game, and they felt insulted that I even brought it up. And so there's no point talking to people like that. I should maybe I should stream. No, I'm talking about you. You see, you not only did you try, you played it with me. Like you know, I mean the people who like they won't try it, and they don't even want to talk about it. I have two friends playing Factorio right now. Trying to think who I think. See, I only know Ace. That's the only person I know that Slushy knows, and I don't think Ace is ever going to play Factorio. But I think you know if I stream Factorio, then I've got a chance of finding people who play Factorio. You know, and maybe a sort of non VTubers. Oh yes, yeah, I see. I'd want to find VTubers because they tend to be more outgoing than non VTubers. Not the non VTubers I find tend to be very uh deadpan, especially if they play Factorio. I don't know. I'm being weird and judgmental. Or you know or you know see I oh yeah there's a tip if you ever think about getting into any kind of like factory sort of game, don't ever join the community of them. They're terrible. They'll tell you that you're playing the game wrong because you aren't playing absolutely perfectly efficiently. That's what they'll tell you. You know they're the kind of community where there are the reason why the no backseating tag exists. Yeah, which is a shame, but it is what it is. You know, it's sort of you know I have like a there's like reminds me of like a sort of similar problem with the academic community of people, you know, people who are like into classics or Romans. It's like they're always very snobbish. They're always very snobbish. They treat learning about the Romans as something important, and you know, it's important, you know, I guess, but you know, like unless you're like a politician or something, it's not important. Wait, hang on. Oh no! You see what this is? Lines on the wrong layer. It's so over. All right, we've got to fix this. We've got to just clean up. I merged the sketch layer down. Ah, hello. I think I've seen a couple of your streams. I've I think do you do art? I can't remember, but I've If you do, you'll realise that I've just drawn on the wrong layer. Extreme emotional damage. I very rarely do this. I'm usually very good with my layers. Oh, I guess it is a pretty nerve-wracking thing. And I'm the equivalent of a little guy drawing with crayons. It's a cute image. Oh, it's typical. This is like a. Although actually, maybe it's not so bad. This is an area that if I mess up a line, I can easily redraw it. It's like if the line's slightly off, it doesn't matter. You don't notice it. It's like if you put the sketch layer on the face, you're toast. You'll never fix that. I could have sworn I deleted this layer after I'd drawn the thing. I guess not. I guess not. Fortunately, it's only a small area. All right, I think that'll be good enough. Bit of a line there. I think that's all of it. Back to this. Oh, another thing is the VOD watchers won't hear any music because I've got it separated. And I'm also not really playing any noticeable music anyway. I think I've just got some of the OST of Beastars playing. I've completely forgotten how to go about music. I think I had a few tracks that I knew were copyright free in my playlist, but I've forgotten what they were. So I'm gonna have to I think I'm gonna have to go do like a test stream where I just play copyright music on stream and figure out what gets bonked and what doesn't. And then I can have a list. To be honest, I'd really like to learn to like play piano or something, and then make my own little background track. Yeah, this is the Beastars OST. It's a cute anime about animal people who it's hard to describe what the plot of Beastars is actually. It's kind of a weird story. You know, it starts out as these characters in a school and they're in like the theatre play. No, son, don't do piano YouTube. You'll wind up like that girl. I know exactly what you're talking about. So the I think I saw a meme about that where it's sort of like you get into piano and it just happens. Oh dear. Yeah, that's like such a turn to the dark side moment. But I would like to learn to play piano. I've got a keyboard. I've got a keyboard. I could probably get the cable that lets you use it as like a put the audio into your computer so you could put it on stream. But I'd have to like I then that would mean streaming me making horrific, repetitive, ear grating noises for God knows how long until I learn how to play properly. He'll start out playing it fully dressed, and before we know it, he'll be wearing a dong bag and nothing else. Gonna run. No problem, Slushy. It was good to see you. It's good to see you. I hope your own debut goes well. I imagine you've planned. He's probably gone now, but you've planned it a lot more than I have for mine. I didn't do a debut at all. I just hit go live. I feared if I had done like a tease or on Twitter and set up a date, it'd be too high expectations. I wouldn't be able to meet them. I did think about it for a while. A few months ago, I think I was thinking about getting into streaming, and I thought of having like a whole game plan where I'd do like a debut and then immediately segue into like playing popular games and have like a whole week of high effort stuff and really build up. But no, not me, not me. Just hit go live. See here, it didn't matter that we went outside the lines because we can just fill it in with the other color. The shading at the moment on this comic for these couple of pages is really difficult. Where the time of day has changed, so the lighting is a bit different. It's not just standard sunny day. It's like halfway between sunny day and a sunset, which is a very uncommon time to be drawing. And I suppose you normally can just do it as a regular sunny day. It's kind of how it works in real life, but I want to make a transition in the lighting. I mean, I think also at the moment the skin color for the other character I think is the same as the skin color for this character in this lighting. I will check though. No, it's slightly different, or maybe it's not. I don't know. I've just made a mistake earlier. Okay, let's do the whites. I think that's just pure white. Yeah, I think it's just pure white. Oh, I'm gonna save. Got to save often. I've lost a page before. I think my computer crashed and the file died. And then I was very upset because the page was almost finished. Oh yeah, but I was saying about Beastars earlier. If anyone hasn't watched it, it's a fun anime. I think personally, I think it's better as a manga. The art style is very sketchy, and that doesn't translate over to the anime. The anime, I think, is 3D, but it's sort of there's a lot of 3D anime these days, and I don't like 3D anime. You know, I saw Berserk 2016, and like, what are you doing, guys? It's just not good. Anime should be 2D, I think, or if it's going to be 3D, you got to go like proper 3D. Like you can't this midway halfway one where you're sort of trying to trick the viewer into thinking it's 2D. It never works. I can add the whites to the eyes. can't remember how these eyes were supposed to look. Hmm. Good enough. Good enough. Excuse me. But yes, this will be very, very boring for a VOD watcher because there's not even the background music playing. So I really want to, at some point, I'm gonna have to do like a test stream where I just sort of play through music and see what happens to it on the VOD. Both on YouTube and Twitch, which makes things tough because sometimes things survive on YouTube but not on Twitch. Are you losing it, bro? No, no, I mean on the VOD. The audio is separated. The VOD will have no music. It'll have my voice but no music, which is a bit of a shame. What about stuff like non-copyright tracks? It's hit or miss. It's hit or miss. You could go to YouTube and say non-copyright, free royalty, free music, whatever, and it still just gets bonked. I hear there's a lot of like scammers or something that will copyright songs that aren't actually theirs because people will use them because they're non-copyright and then they get it taken down and they get money out of that. It's a big mess. So you've just got to find songs that actually like in practical use aren't copyrighted. Um, what am I doing? What am I doing? It's a shame though. Oh, now this character also has some white on them. Here. Alright, what else? Oh, hey, he's got white arms as well. What's next? The yellow of the sword. Take that that color there, or which color? This color. That'll be a start. No. No, it'll be fine. It's gonna get lighting anyway, so. Oh, I could probably do this without that. I ate too much food today. I've got 500 calories left, and I don't even know what I can eat for 500 calories. I've only eaten a few things. Woe the consequences of my own actions. Ah, good. I was worried that the line art on here was going to show through, but it doesn't. It cleared up nicely. What did I eat though? I had some sausages, and then I ordered kebab. And then I had a chocolate milkshake. What could I eat? How many calories was the sausages? I think they were about 700. There's bread with it as well. That adds up. Could have a jam sandwich, I suppose, but that's not very filling. Oh, trouble, trouble. Oh, hang on, there's skin there. That was the hand. Also, I'm gonna add oh, the lighting might change actually. I've done all this color, but the colors may actually change dramatically as I add the lighting for the because there's gonna be fire on this. Not sure how that's gonna pan out. Or we'll have to see, won't we? What's next? Let's do his legs. No, a big blob. I've gone out the lines. Nice. Let's do his hair. And the oops, and the bandana. I think that's him done. Let's finish this character. So he's got the trousers, not the trousers, the sandals. I think this is the wrong colour. Was this colour? Oh, they must be actually. Yeah, the lighting changed them. They were slightly grayer in the previous pages. Ah, I see. So I drew the sandals for this panel ages ago. And I've drawn the mid of the cross parts here, the going up the leg, much thinner than I have in the one below here. Inconsistent, inconsistent. Oh well. It's not the end of the world. And it's not like anyone would notice. Mm-hmm. This is the definitely the slowest part of the colouring, but it's a very leg focused page, so there's a lot of these sandals. It's not usually this much. Well, usually they're a lot more zoomed out, so you don't have to be quite so detailed about it. A lot of times it doesn't even have color. It's just the lines, but these ones are really quite zoomed in. Last one. That's a bit of a tangent there in the colours. That's unfortunate. And that's one unique thing about that I've learned very quickly doing this comic. The kind of poses that you pick and the angles are they're very different from what you would normally pick. See, when you're doing just a drawing on its own in an illustration, you have a lot more control over the pose. So you go for easy poses essentially, poses that you've drawn before. But when you do a comic, it's a story that dictates the kinds of poses and angles you do, and so you end up getting a lot of poses that are really difficult to draw. All right, I have to draw the handle of the sword. Don't have a reference for that, but I know it's a sort of dark bluish color. I'll probably eventually just make it totally black as it goes along, because it's almost always black. Does it show up in any other panels? Not in that one. Not in that one. Okay, any other colours am I missing? No, I think that's all the colours, aside from the fire. Oh. What time is it? 2 hours? I think I'm going to call it quits. It's got to be about 11 o'clock now, right? Oh, it's midnight. Yeah, okay, I think I'll call it quits. This has been sort of a peek into the comic that I've been making, and hopefully I'll keep up and be productive and make lots of pages. At some point, maybe I'll even post them. I'm gonna raid Half Enlightened. Thanks for watching.